Hello and good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Runic Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is our daily reading. It's Wednesday, so we'll take a look at current situation and the influences around that. Keep in mind this is a collective reading. May or may not resonate. I try to do these daily, but it's looking like every other day. And also thank you for your patience. On the astrological readings, I'm going to fit those in when I can. I enjoy doing the personal growth ones, which are the set I want to do next. I'm just gonna post them as I do them. I go fire, water, air, earth is the order I go in. Just so you know, and I'll just do as much as I can when I can. The schedule probably won't mellow out for a bit. Looks like I might do some traveling for work, so I can usually get my dailies in. It's hard to do the big ones. We'll see. Okay, here we go. What do we need to know? Current situation. Three of Pentacles. Present influence. Six of Wands. Future influence. High Priestess. What we don't see. Knight of Cups, what to look for, King of Pentacles, unexpected, Nine of Swords, what's that about, challenge, Five of Wands, strength, Seven of Cups, where does this lead? The Fool. Cool. Advice. So there is a little bit of stress going on here. I'm going to use the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. So there feels like something here. The Three of Pentacles is the current situation, which is to me a group of people working together. Now this could be one person, it could be multiple people, but most likely it's like one other person. So it could be, about work with the King of Pentacles here, and but it could be anything, honestly. But whatever it is, there's been a lot of work, and I feel like there's I feel like getting the same kind of energy, like we're almost there, but it just feels like it keeps being almost there. And I think that's how you're kind of feeling. It's almost there, but how long is it going to be almost there before it's there? And I think it's just a lot of work, and I think that's where the anxiety comes from. And I'm gonna use my I'm gonna get some cards out for that Nine of Swords before I even get to it. But the rest, I feel like, well, I'm gonna do this. Okay, let's see. Okay, tell me about the Nine of Swords. Okay, I feel like that has to do definitely forward movement. We got Ten of Pentacles, and in this deck it's about forward movement, and Eight of Wands and the Wheel. And then I want to know about this Knight of Cups. Okay, so this feels relationship-y to me. And then the King of Pentacles. Okay. Well, that's odd. Nine of Swords is at the bottom of this deck. It's interesting energy to me, and I'll tell you why. It's because there's a little bit of rough energy here, but, well, there's good stuff too, but it definitely leads to something really good, but it's gonna, I feel like it messes with you a little bit. So, okay, so we've got Three of Pentacles is the current situation, and Six of Wands as the influence. So to me, the influence in the now is recognition. I feel like you're being recognized, or people are recognizing you in some way, whether this is a group or whether this is work project kind, but you're kind of people are recognizing what you're bringing to the table, and in the near future, the next couple of days, the high priestess is going to be kind of, that influence is going to be kind of over you. I feel like it's almost this feeling of that you need to count on that, but I feel like since it's an influence, it's not a piece of advice, you're going to have more faith in yourself. There's going to be, however, I do also feel like there's a watch because of that 9 of Swords in unexpected, because sometimes if we are thinking our intuition is telling us something is hard or rough or maybe not good or is changing, we start getting anxious. So I do feel like that could be where this is coming from. But there's also an anxiety about something moving forward. So keep that in mind. But I do feel like this is a good influence, but it's how we handle it when we're getting these intuitive feelings. And I think it's a reminder that our intuition isn't there to bring us anxiety or worry, because sometimes it can, because we may be feeling like something's not quite right, which leads to anxiety, because then we want to know what's not quite right. But instead, I think with the 9 of Swords there is just remember to let those feelings happen, but don't try not to worry about them. Then what we don't see is the Knight of Cups. So I do feel like there's someone in the background. Again, this is definitely 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups are clarifying it. So there's all these cups. So this is definitely someone who is in the background, who definitely cares about you. And it's someone that you probably have a good relationship with. There's also a celebration of some sort. But I feel like with the Queen of Cups there and the Knight of Cups, there's something in the background. If you're looking for love, there could be something kind of brewing here. And I think I definitely think there's something brewing here. And it feels good. I mean, overall, it feels good. The King of Pentacles is in what to look for. And it's clarified with the 2 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. I feel like this person actually may come in and they give you some kind of disappointment here. And I think that's also where the 9 of Swords comes in. This person is someone, and I do believe it's a person. They're like, I don't know, there's some truth here that disappoints you with this person or situation. I feel like this is a person. You know what? Honestly, it feels more like, to me, this energy might be responsibilities, and balancing those responsibilities might be tough, and they may get you to a point where you feel kind of disappointed. And I feel that way too, because that anxiety energy, there's really something brewing here. I think it comes from that Knight of Pentacles. So the 9 of Swords is in your unexpected, and it's clarified with the 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and Wheel. So I feel like you're just anxious about things moving forward. I think you're anxious about either some kind of trip or your job but something, but it's a forward movement of that energy. So I feel like you're just really stressed about it, because I feel like you don't know how it's going to happen or how it's going to end up, or you're maybe trying to control it too. So I do feel like that High Priestess, pay attention to those feelings, but also that's my advice. Okay. Also know that don't stress yourself out either. Some of the warnings are not meant there to stress you out. So the Five of Wands is the challenge. There is something that you feel like you may have to fight a little bit for, like competition for some reason, or you're feeling competitive and you shouldn't be, like trying to win something that, and it's not like the Five of Swords where someone's fighting unfairly or you need to walk away. It's more like a competition. And sometimes we can be, and with this Three of Pentacles energy, with more than one person involved, it could feel like you have to, there's a competitive feeling going on. I feel like that might come from you and not necessarily the situation, because it is a challenge. So it's saying, like, watch that a little bit. You know, if that's being a challenge where you're feeling like you have to fight for something. The cool thing is, and I feel like that this is just like the total opposite. So we have the Seven of Cups and our strength. If we look at those two, I feel like, okay, if you're worried about competition, or you need to let that go, or this is stressing you out, know that there is choices, that there's going to be more choices here. So if this is about someone, there may be either a choice on how to handle it, or another person, or there's something here where you have choices. It also could be a reminder that in your strength, you have choices, free will, basically. So you could do what you want. There's something here to me that the only reason why I feel like that choices is important is because of that Nine of Swords and the unexpected. So when I see that, and I see that we have choices, it's a reminder that don't get so stuck on one thing that you feel like if that doesn't happen, your life comes to an end. That sometimes when time moves forward, which all of these cards clarify in that Nine of Swords, they give us new opportunities. And there's a reason why things happen sometimes, you know, that, so I think it's just a reminder to know that you have choices. If it's not a specific choice of jobs, you have a choice of way you perceive it. You have a choice of way you handle it. You have you know what I mean by choices is, it's a really good reminder. The cool thing is this definitely leads to something new. So there is a point where you're just like, I'm doing it. And then after that, I said, well, what comes after? I've got the Sun. So whatever this is coming in is really good. You've got the Seven of Pentacles as your advice. And I'm going to tell you that I think that's like, keep nurturing what you're doing, because it's going to allow you to have the energy or the strength to take that leap of faith. And we just had this card. I know this Fool's been coming up all over the place, and that's good. Tell me more about the Fool. The World, Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so the Nine of Wands is what was at the bottom of the deck. So you're almost there, right? I think there is a point where the Fool is the ending, and I feel like the ending is a feeling taken advantage of. The Nine of Wands is you're almost there. The fight is paying off. The energy that you're putting in is paying off. Just keep putting the energy in. The Seven of Swords is just the reminder that with the World card here too, and then leading into the Fool, we have something that's come to an end, a life cycle, a life area, a situation, not a bad ending, a completion of putting the work in. And because you did so, I think the Seven of Swords is, I just feel like there's something about it taking back, like, I don't think it's deceit. I think it's just a matter of once you feel confident and you feel like you've taken more control, or have looked at it differently, or have been putting positive energy towards it, I think at that point you go, I can do this. And we've had these cards for a while. I'm going to just pull one more card. And so the Seven of Pentacles, reminder, keep doing what you're doing. That's what this is. Keep fertilizing, keep growing, keep moving forward. there can always be, you know, when something's growing, we have our seasons, right, where they may not grow as fast. And there's times where it does. It's just all a matter of what's around you in your life. Just like a garden, like if there's not a lot of sun for a while, it, you know, maybe things kind of subtly, you know, don't grow as fast, or too much water may make them have to, you know, like rebuild a little bit. So the Seven of Wands is any situation you're working through. Life happens in between, but don't stop taking care of it just because the flowers are wilty. You know what I mean? Keep working at it, because life happens just like weather or changes in atmosphere. And then, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's an important message here today. Is there anything else we need to know about today in general? Two of Swords. If there's anything that you are needing to make a decision on, put those P's and Q's in order and make a decision. And now that will help you move forward as well. This probably isn't for everybody, but you know, we make decisions all day long. It's a reminder that not to hang on to something too long, because eventually you'll just get tired and the right thing may not happen. So there you have it. There's your daily reading. I hope you liked it. Please hit the like button. Give me a comment. I appreciate all of the things. Thank you. Take care. Have a beautiful day.